Hello everyone, welcome to the blogs. In these blogs, I am going to show you how you can play the Bhusia game in upcoming tournament, national and international. You can play Bhusia according to this image, court area, throwing area, V line and cross. This is the for measurement, angles and direction. There will be 4 categories BC1, BC2, BC3 and BC4. You can play the games in pairs, individual and team games. This is the box where Bhusia players are keeping their balls inside this box and a stick for the measure, blue balls and red balls. How it is close to the white jack ball. This is the stick for the measurement, red for the red player, blue for the blue players. When your turn will come. This is the ramp for those players who don't have power in their hands but they can play with this ramp. Your partner and coaches, they can adjust this ramp for you while you will play the Bhusia game. And Bhusia game has 1 white jack ball, 6 red balls and 6 blue balls. Every player will play with 6 balls. Here is a boy, he is trying to play Bhusia game but he don't have power in his hand. He put the stick in his mouth and push this ball with the stick and it is going directly to the white jack ball. You can adjust your ramp in between the game according to the white jack ball. Bhusia is played indoors while sitting down either in a chair or a wheelchair. Player must remain in the players' boxes while they throw their ball. In Bhusia, a game is composed of ends. An end is like a round where each team throws 6 balls. If 2 individuals are playing, each athlete will throw 6 balls. If each team has 2 or 3 players, they will each throw 3 or 2 balls respectively per end. The 2 teams are either red or blue depending on who wins the coin toss. This impacts where they throw on the court. The red team athletes will be in boxes 1, 3 or 5 and the blue team will be in boxes 2, 4 or 6 so that the opposing players are next to each other. If there are fewer than 6 people playing, the athletes will stand as close to the center and work their way out. The red team gets to propel the jack the wild balls first. The throw will depend on the player's abilities. It may be rolled, tossed down a ramp, thrown or pushed with the foot. During this throw, the jack must cross over the V line in order to be valid. After the jack has been thrown on the court, the same players will throw the red ball to try to get it to land as close to the white jack balls as possible. After this, an athlete on the other team will throw a blue ball. The next player to throw will be the team that is farthest from the jack. The referee will decide this. A team may continue to throw all the balls either until they get one closest to the jack or throw all their balls. If a player hits the white ball outside of the court, then the white ball is moved to the center of the cross and play resumes. Players can also hit their opponent's balls. The next end will begin with another player throwing the jack and starting the process over again. A game of Bhusia goes on until all players have served the jack once. If it is 2 individuals completing, it will go on for 4 ends. So each player will serve the jack twice. Once each end is finished, the referee will tally up the points and shout it out. The team with a ball the closest to the jack will get an additional point for each ball that is closer than their opponent's nearest ball. In the end, the winner is decided by tallying up the total points. Whichever team, pairing, or individual has the highest score wins. There are some strategies Bhusia players can use to help them win the game. The first throwing player may choose to aim the jack for a spot close to their side so it's harder angle for the opponent. Another tactic is to get in the way of the opponent so it's harder for them to score point. This is more of a defensive strategy but it still helps in the long run. Bhusia can be played recreationally on any court. However, for official competition, it is played on a gym or tile floor with unique tape markings. The Bhusia court is 12.5 meters long and 6 meter wide. There are 6 2.5-meter long by 1 meter wide boxes for each of the players to use. There is also a V line that starts 3 meters from the top of the players' boxes on each side and meets 1.5 meters up from the top of the center of the players' boxes. Lastly, 5 meters down from the top of the center of the court, it is a 25 centimeter by 25 cross. The basic principle of Bhusia is to throw the balls as close as possible to the target white jack balls. Players can play Bhusia against each other. Bhusia balls are made of leather and filled with granules. Bhusia is played on a smooth and flat surface, mostly in interior. All balls must be thrown from within the starting circle and with the both feet on the grounds. The player attempts to throw the balls so that it lands as close to the jack as possible. It is okay to hit the jack. The player must remain inside the circle until the ball has landed.
नहीं, आप ही जीते ना? आपने कितने पॉइंट से जीता?
1 पॉइंट से बस।
1 पॉइंट से ये जीत मिली है इनको। तो अभी इनके और भी आगे गेम होने वाले हैं, तो अभी देखो कांटे की टक्कर हो रही है। बिल्कुल बहुत अच्छे एथलीट्स आए हुए हैं अभी गेम में पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं।
अभी पता चल गया, तेरे को पता ना?
ये रंगनाथ श्रेष्ठ जी हैं। कैसे लग रहा है आपको? मेडल मिला है ना? हाँ,
चलो बहुत अच्छा।
नेक्स्ट
टाइम गोल्ड।
नेक्स्ट टाइम गोल्ड।
You can say happiness is everything and a positive mindset. Positive mindset can do everything is possible. ये आसाम से आए हैं छोटी छोटी बच्चे गेम खेलने के लिए यहाँ पे। क्या क्या नाम है आपका? क्या नाम है? गीता। अच्छा, कैसे हो? हैप्पी होली। और आपका नाम क्या है? सौरभ। हैप्पी होली सौरभ। और आपका नाम? पूजा। देखो कितने हंसते खिलते चेहरे हैं। बहुत दूर से आए हैं गेम खेलने के लिए। और आज होली का दिन है, जबकि होली का महापर्व होता है, तो फिर भी उसी दिन ये लोग बहुत दूर चल के ट्रेन और गाड़ी के थ्रू यहाँ पे पहुँचे हैं गेम खेलने के लिए। तो एक प्लेयर्स का एक स्पिरिट होता है, तो एक जज्बा होता है, हौसला होता है। तो ये बहुत इनके हौसले को हम लोग, आप भूसिया गेम खेल सकते हो और आप देश के लिए मेडल ला सकते हो स्ट्रैटेजी और प्लान बना के।
कि आपको गेम कैसे खेलना है। सबसे पहले आपके पास एक पॉजिटिव माइंडसेट होना बहुत ज़रूरी है और आगे बढ़ना बहुत ज़रूरी है। अपने घर में आप प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हो, अपने घर के आंगन में कर सकते हो। हमारा इवेंट यहीं ख़त्म होता है चितकारा यूनिवर्सिटी में। आज के लिए फिर मिलेंगे नेक्स्ट वीडियो में।